Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Pit Stop Scale Model Garage video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. Hey listen, if somebody wants to get me a gift, this guy up here works just fine. It's only a measly $64,000. Chicken feed, right? Anyhow, today is going to be part 3 of my glory days of drag racing. We will complete the body, we will complete the chassis, and we will complete the interior. And if all of those 3 things are complete, guess what? We will have a reveal. Barring any other complications, which I had none on this build. This build was really easy to do. Anyhow, with all of that being said, let's get down to the bench and see what's going on. We'll be back in a minute. Toodles! Okay guys and gals, here we are down at the bench, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install all the chrome pieces that need to go on this car. And these are a lower trim, this goes on the trunk deck, this goes under the lower hood, and then I have my tail light chrome bezels. So before I put these on, before I cut them off of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these sanding pads and I am going to scuff up the areas that I am going to put glue on, because I don't glue on paint. And the first one I'm going to use is this one, which is the 3600 grit. So down here at the bottom is what we're going to concentrate on, and we're just going to, I just want to rough it up a little bit. And I think I'm going to have to go with a stiffer, a more gritty paper. So let me see what else I got here. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm going to be using this 1500 grit, and let's see if that works any better. The other one did make a difference, but I want to get pretty much all the way down to the plastic if I can. And I have to be careful not to screw up the rest of the paint. And this looks like it's working pretty good. Also, you can see in the last video I left you guys off, I did do the Fashion Fusion Fern on the side molding. I think, let me see if we go a little bit more. Alright, so that's down pretty far. I think I'm going to use this Gorilla Glue to install these on the side panels. So now you know how I did that one. I will do the same on the back side of the moldings that have to go on. So we'll go ahead and cut these. Now they are specific right and left, but you can tell the difference by looking at them. Oh, by the way, this little guy right here, that is a braided upper radiator hose, is what they give you in the kit. Okay. We'll concentrate on those 2 first. So, what I want to do is scuff up the back. As you can see, this is really cutting it down on the chrome. Alright, the rest I'm going to do in time lapse. Okay guys and gals, we are back at the bench, and I'm going to show you the progress up till now. As you've seen in the previous videos, I was installing all of those chrome pieces. And there's one there. And there's another one there. And on the trunk deck, taillight bezels, and I also painted the, they don't give you no red plastic, so I had to paint that with the transparent red. So that's looking good. A few more steps and we'll be done with the body. I already went ahead and gave the hood a second coat of flat black, and then I hit it with a semi-gloss clear. So that's looking pretty good, and I did that because we need to put this chrome along the bottom edge here. So, before we go any further with the body, we're also going to put the glass in. But before we do any of this, we're going to go ahead and compound, polish, and wax the body. And that's going to be my next step. So let's put that out of the way. I also went ahead and I did blacken up the grill a little bit. We'll also put the headlight lenses in. Basically, we're going to finish this car in this video. So we just want to move all this stuff out of the way. And so here we go. We're going to use Maguire's compound, and we're going to put him in this little cup right here. Come on. There we go. Alright, we just need a little bit. And then, for the polish, we'll be using this Maguire's Ultimate Polish. And put him into a little cup. There we go. Then, for the wax, we're going to use this Maguire's Carnauba wax. And put him into a cup. Oh, you know what? I need to shake this guy up. He's real loose. Hold on a minute. There we go. That's better. Then after all of that is done, we're going to hit it with this speed shine. So, here we go. And hopefully this will all work and make this car look nice and pretty. Start with the compound, and I always use my finger to put it on. I don't see any other reason why I shouldn't. Alright, so here we go. Alright guys, now we have a polished car, and the shine is getting way, way better. Look at that. This car is not going to get a clear coat. I guess you guys assumed that already. Alright, two more steps to go. Let's move the polish out of the way. And that is the wax. Just want to show you the dirt that came off of here on the compound and the wax. I mean the polish. So we'll go ahead and do this guy next. Alright guys, we now have a polished, polished and waxed car. And I think that this looks very, very nice. What do you guys think? See, that fusion stuff doesn't last very long. I mean, this stuff has been on here for about a week, and it kind of rubbed off on all of that with the compound and stuff. This side seems to be okay. I don't know if I can touch that up. I'll have to try and touch that up over there. Anyhow, the final step is going to be this quick shine stuff. I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to move on to some other stuff. So let's put the body on the side, which I think looks really good. You know, it's funny, the paint says it's a metallic, but I don't see any metal flake in here at all. It does shine up really nice, though. Never had any problems with MCW paint. Never. Alright, put you on the side for now. And we'll move on to... let me get organized here. We'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls. Next up is the chassis. Now, I mentioned to you earlier that they had given me a braided hose, and it is in there, and I did give it with a little black wash on there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyhow, engine compartment is totally finished. I just need to touch this up a little bit here. That'll be done. The underneath of the chassis slash floorboard, you can see it's just pretty basic. I'm not going to put the rest of the exhaust on there like I had mentioned in one of my other videos. This is a race car. It doesn't need to have an exhaust system on it. And I also installed the wheelie bars. So, as for the chassis is complete. So we'll put him on the side. And then next up is the interior. Now, I had mentioned that I was going to do it in white, but I changed my mind because one of my other builds I'm going to be doing up next, I'm going to have a white interior, so I didn't want to have this car with a white interior either. So I did it in a light sand color, and this tub is tweaked. I know you're not going to be able to see it. Well, you can see. See how crooked it is? Look at the front seats versus where the dashboard is. This side is much higher. Anyhow, I'm hoping that when I put it in the car, I'll be able to push it down and get it flat the way it's supposed to be. I did where the instruments are. I did that in aluminum. I'm sorry, not aluminum. Silver leaf is what I did it with. The rest of the dashboard is done in gloss black. Steering wheel gloss black with the horn ring trimmed out with aluminum. The gauges I just I tried putting the decals on there, but they didn't fit very well. So I just I did a black wash on the gauges themselves, and then I hit it with some of the testers window maker stuff. So now that's complete. Now that that's complete, I think we're on our way to a finale here. So, with all that being said, let me put these parts together and see what it looks like. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, guys and gals, welcome back to the bench. This is going to be the final on my 1966 Chevy Nova Pro Street for the group build hosted by Tiffany at Dirt Road Cinderella and Joe at Big Sky Model Workshop. I want to thank you guys for putting on this group build. It was a lot of fun for me. This kit went together really, really nicely. There are some issues on it that I have to take care of, but I just wanted to get as much done on this as I can right now. Most of the stuff is some of the detail stuff that didn't work out as well as I thought it would. So, without further ado, let me show you what I have concocted here with this model. Be right back. Bada bing! And there we go. Let's get that a little closer right there. So that is my 1966 Chevy Nova Pro Street. Now, one of the issues I had, and I don't know if it's me or if it's the product or whatever, But you see the side moldings on there? Let me stop this. Hold on. Let's see, can I go backwards? Yeah, there you go. Stop. There. You see along the side moldings here? This whole molding was done with the Fusion stuff, the Fusion firm stuff. And it was okay, and it was been on there for at least a week before I touched it to do the compound and waxing and polishing and all that stuff. But as you can see, the gloss went away, and it actually rubbed off in places. So let's see if I can get around to the other side here. Speed up a bit. This side I already touched up with a ink pen. I mean a paint pen. This guy right here. You guys can see that. But it was doing the same thing as the other side. It was pretty much rubbing off. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen or if I made a mistake or whatever. So if you guys have any answer to that question, I would appreciate it if you answer it in the comments. All right, so let's continue here. The color is Go Mango. It's an MCW paint. It's supposed to be metallic gloss, but I don't see any metal flake in there. So, but the color, I like the color. So, I like the way it's standing. I think it stands very nicely. Let me see if we go back the other way. Stop. No, stop. There you go. I hardly ever use this remote, so that's why. But anyhow, the kit was a real nice, easy kit to put together. There was no issues with it. The only thing I would suggest is be very careful with the front end. It's very delicate. You could break apart without even realize you're breaking any parts. As far as the front grille, I did blacken the grille out. I did paint the turn signals with transparent amber. So I put the headlight lenses in. I like the wheels and wheel combination, tires and wheels. Let me pull this guy off. See, oopsie, come back here. Let's see, speed them up a bit. But all the chrome that came in the kit is on the car. There is absolutely no chrome missing. In fact, we even did the chrome on the front of the hood. I don't know if you guys are going to see that. Yeah, there you go. So that's done also. The glass is in there. I got a couple spots on the front. I got to find out how to clean up the glass. The interior is painted with, let me see if I can get you guys in there to see the interior. I don't think we can. So let me turn it around the other way. The interior is done with light sand Tamiya spray. And then there's gloss black, flat black, tire black, all in there. I did the dashboard. Well, I showed you guys all of that stuff in individual stuff. So if you watch all my videos, you'll see exactly what was done to the model. Overhead shot. You see what I've accomplished in the engine component. It's funny, they don't give you a lower radiator hose, just an upper radiator hose that is supposedly braided. It's a good detail, but if I wanted to, I could use some of that braided stuff that I already have. Would have made it a lot nicer addition. But overall, like I said, this model went together really, really easy. No problems putting the headers on and then dropping the engine in. That went in just right. So yeah, with all of that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Bye.